to my channel. My name is Deborah. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today we'll be talking about, guess what? We are talking about emergency fund. So if you want to know about emergency fund, how you should save up for it, the importance of emergency fund, then this video is for you. So what is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is the amount of money you need to survive for a particular frame of time if the unforeseen happens to your finance. Let's say you lose your job. I know you say God forbid, okay? If anything happens to your finance and you need money, this is a fund that is your safety net, something you fall back on, so you don't go around looking for who to borrow you money from, family, from friends, or even from loan app that would embarrass you and embarrass. It's not a good experience. I don't want you to experience that. So that is the benefit of emergency funds. Having a money somewhere, start up somewhere, in case there is something you did not plan for and that thing needs your financial and that thing needs you to spend money, then you can easily pull out money from an emergency fund, and everyone will think you are okay, and deep down you are not okay. You are not okay financially. Yeah, you understand? Someone that lost his or her job, it could take you 3 or 6 months to get back on track, to stand on your feet. How do you survive in the time frame when you lost your job? Yes, COVID was like an emergency. We didn't plan that we were going to stay at home for a couple of months, but it happened. So in this kind of scenario, how will people survive? A lot of people survive on their emergency funds, and people that don't have an emergency funds, you don't want to hear their experience. It wasn't a good experience. You were just praying the lockdown was lifted, but it took a while. So that is why you need an emergency fund. See, before working on creating an emergency fund, this is something you have to know. First, know that you're trying to protect yourself. Second, know that you are not negative, because it was something I struggled with when I first thought about emergency fund. Like, what if I lose my income? What if I lose my, God forbid, I will not lose my income in Jesus' name. It's normal. Everyone have been there. Or most people have been there. I have been there. I'm like, why will you tell me to plan for emergency? Like, if I lose my income, why do you want me to lose my income? Just don't struggle. Know that it is not a negative thought. You are fine. You are okay. But you are trying to protect yourself from the unforeseen, so that you are not a victim when the unplanned happen. And so you are trying to also save yourself from embarrassment. In case you are low on cash, you don't start asking people for money and everyone knows there's something wrong with you. So you are okay, you are fine, and you are taking the right decision. You first have to work on your mindset. Give your mindset a factory reset, factory setting. You know, when you want to reset your phone is going to say, would you like to reset your factory setting? Just press yes on your mind. Reset. That is very important. Okay, the next thing is, how much do you need to survive per month? So you need your pen and your book, and you have to calculate every penny you need to survive in a whole month. So you can go back in the last 3 months, in the last 6 months, on an average. How much have you been spending on food, on groceries, on shopping, on the things you are using? How much have you been spending? So let's say you spend $200 a month to survive. That is how much you spend to survive in a month. Your emergency funds for 3 months will be $600. Usually, you are meant to save your emergency funds in a way that you can fall back on it for the next 6 months if anything happens. So it should be 6 months. So if you are working with 6 months, that will be 200 times 6, which will be 1,200. But for newbies, you'll be scared like, why would you tell me to save $1,200 for what? So if you are a newbie, we advise to start with 3 months. Start with 3 months. When you save for 3 months, you can take a break. Then maybe after 2 months, you start saving small for the next 3 months, so you don't get too overwhelmed that you're like, please, why are we doing this emergency? I beg, I don't do it again. So you don't get overwhelmed and frustrated. Okay, after knowing how much you have to save for 3 months, for 6 months to start the journey, then you have to ask yourself, am I actually spending too much? Or say if you are living with $200 per month to survive, God forbid, if you lost your source of income. Sorry, if you lose your source of income, God forbid, you won't need $200 to survive again. You have to cut down to perhaps $140. because you don't have a constant flow of cash, you understand? So you can work with $150 in that case, or you still work with $200. It depends on how you want to do it. So have in mind that your emergency fund is not a money that you say, oh, I want to go on vacation. Let me remove from my... Vacation is not an emergency. I want to buy gifts for someone is not an emergency. I want to buy a new dress is not an emergency. I want to buy a new wig is not an emergency. Understand what is really an emergency. An emergency is something you need money for when your source of income has suddenly stopped, when there's a restriction in your flow of income, or something that has to do with your life or someone's life, like it is life-threatening, a life-threatening situation. You may not lose your source of income, but there's a present situation at hand that is life-threatening and you need cash for. That is also an emergency. Or your health, or the health of somebody close to you. For health, I usually advise health insurance. It is very important so that you don't spend money on health when you don't have to. Your health should be insured for your own benefit. Okay, if you know that you are saving $1,200 for 6 months, for you to survive for 6 months in case the unforeseen happens, so what do? You can say, okay, I will start saving $50 per month. I'll start saving $100 per month. You can start with $100 per month. So you start the journey and say, okay, I'll be saving for your whole year. So $100 per month is 12 months. Yeah, 12 months you'll be done. And when you are done with these savings, please note that this is not the money you use in buying stock. This is not the money used to invest. This is not the money you use in buying cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is not stable. Stock market is not stable. So today your money can be 1,200. Tomorrow is 1,500. You'll be happy that, oh, my money is now 1,500. Then the following week your money is 50 naira. Oh, what's so? So you have to make sure it is in a stable account. You can use something like piggy vest. You can save in dollar or rice vest to secure your money so that your money is safe and does not lose value. If there's anything that should happen to that money, it should increase, which is when you save in a digital bank, there's some banking like piggy vest, rice vest, your money would increase. It could be 5% a year, it could be 8%, it could be 10%, it depends. Okay, so in conclusion, if you realize that you cannot even afford to save for an emergency fund right now, you need an extra income. Number one. Number two is you can ask for increase in your pay. Go and meet your boss. If you have been in the company for like 2 years, a year, 3 years, and they have not increased your money, you ask them for an increase. At times you have to ask for an increase, else they are not going to increase your money. And prove your worth. I've been in this company for 2 years. I have added this value to the company, but my salary has been stagnant. And considering inflation rate, you should not be collecting the same salary every year. So you can talk your boss into increasing your salary, or you get a side hustle to strengthen your finance so you can be able to budget for emergency funds and other savings. I hope you have learned from this video. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please kindly give me a thumbs up, like my content so that YouTube can push me out to more people that need this content. Please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Also share to people in your circle that needs this information. Do not be stingy. Thou shalt not be stingy. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.